Yeah, because she's from the.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It is Wednesday, April 23rd. It is 10:06. This is the meeting of the Town of Brookhaven Industrial Development Agency. Following board members are present: Callahan, Callie, DeRose, Ms. Scheit, Mr. Braun, quorum is present. First order of business are minutes of the meeting of March 26th. I have a motion.
So moved.
Second. Are there any questions, corrections? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Second, the minutes of our meeting of March 28th. Similarly, a resolution, please.
So moved.
Second.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Not on the agenda, but I've asked Lori to say a couple words about an issue that's taken place at one of the major banks here on Long Island that decided we needed to talk to our banks a little bit to make sure that we get the. And so that is it. Megan, go ahead.
So, I don't know if you've read about it, there was some cyber criminal issues over at one of the banks, First Long Island Bank, about $15 million for cyber criminals. Suit was filed in January, happened in 2024. We met with our banks. I feel like when I read what happened, we have enough safeguards in place that could never happen to us. But it's always worth to kick the tires. So we did meet with them in detail. We asked them to add some more, what they could do, and they're adding some MFA, multi-faceted authentication to our systems for Lisa and I to log in. Jocelyn also was at the meeting with us. And also we're decreasing some of our wire limits because that's where the fraud actually occurred, that happened. But we never use wires, but having said that, we decreased anything just in case somebody did come to it with the proviso. If we needed a one-off and we had to make a wire, we're always able to, but it would have to go through the necessary approval. So the meeting was overall good. We talked about rates, we talked about client service, and everything in Flushing has been good as far as them servicing our accounts, their collateral, and their overall risk assessment is in good shape.
I'm sorry to hear that about First Lake.
Yeah,
That was my hometown bank. It started as First Glen Head.
yes, it was, go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Middle of this, they were in a contract to be acquired, so
Oh,
it'll be interesting. Any other questions for Lori?
Are we covered for like the FDIC with the
Above
banks and stuff like that?
We're
Yeah,
covered
either
above that.
liquid collateral or a letter of credit from the Federal Home Loan Bank, or a combination of the two.
I mean, the rules with New York State are 103%, but being that we have this federal home collateral, we're covered for 100%
Okay.
plus FDIC. So
Okay.
as long as it's with the bank that can give us, and the auditors verify it every year.
Again, sneakier and sneakier.
I'm on. Okay, so the first item on the agenda is the Port Jefferson Commons LLC application. This is an updated application. And it is a motion to accept the application. I think we have some guests on, yes. So if anybody has questions about the project, we can bring them in. If not, it's the motion is to accept the application.
So the,
Yes, Gwen O'Shea, Roger Pine.
This is the building next to the one that's already done next to the railroad
Yeah.
tracks in Port Jeff.
Port Jeff, yeah.
So they,
CDC Conifer
okay,
partnership.
so they have a track record with us already.
yep, Gwen, I don't remember. Good morning, by the way.
I'll bring her in.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just,
I'm
She can hear
sorry,
you,
Fred.
though. Oh, she can hear you.
morning, Gwen.
You did.
Good morning, great to see you all.
Morning.
Good morning.
Gwen, there's a new project I don't remember from the letters. Does it have a retail component underneath?
It does have a retail component and things have moved forward with that. And I'm gonna ask if you don't mind, my colleague, Roger Panay, is here too. And if you wanted, Fred, a little bit more detail, I think he could provide that to you.
He's coming in.
Great. And thank you all so much for your support of the first development and of this one as well.
Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good,
Roger,
good
how are
morning.
you?
Good morning. Yeah, so this project's been before the board several times, and we have applied for HCR funding, I think 5 times, and we finally received the award just last month. We're ready to move forward, and it's a 100% affordable project, 53 units, commercial on the ground floor of 2,500 square feet. You're right, it's directly adjacent to the project that's completed and fully leased up. And again, it's a partnership with Conifer and CDLI. We have support of the village. And again, this project has been sort of lingering for a couple of years as we're trying to get the funding, but we finally received the funding from HCR. So we thank you. If there's any other questions, please, let me know.
Roger, I think it's important to note, you mentioned the funding from the state. This was one of only 2 projects, and there were many projects that were submitted for this round of funding through New York State. Unfortunately, we'd love to see more dollars here, but we're just really grateful for your support and that this round did result in this development being one of only 2 to receive the state dollars.
Roger, before you got on, I was asking Gwen, this building, similar to the first one, is gonna have a retail component?
Yes, that's correct. It's going to be it's very similar. Um, the only difference is it's a little it has more units. It's 53 units versus 45, and there's some higher AMI levels at this property. It's still mixed income, but there's higher area median incomes in this building.
Were the retail units in the first building rented? I think the last time I went by, I don't remember seeing them being rented.
It is currently vacant, but there is a tenant that just signed a lease, I believe, and we're in the process of trying to um, coordinate the build out and get them into the space.
Other questions for the board?
How was the not rental rates, the vacancy at the first complex? Is it fully rented or?
100% leased up.
Yeah, and it leased up in record time. We got a ton of applications, and we leased it up in 3 months. We projected a 6 month lease up, and it just shows the need for really affordable, mixed income housing.
Plus they up in that neighborhood need to be redeveloped anyway, so it was a plus for the village and, yeah, very good. Thank you.
Other questions?
What is the range of the rents?
Sorry, it ranges from 50% of your area median income up to 80% of your area median income. I can pull up the rent schedule if you want the actual rates, but it is, sorry, it's 30% of your area median income up to 80% of your area median income.
And those will actually be determined based on what the rents are after completion of construction. So, any numbers that we come up with today in terms of what the rents would be are really just projections or based on today's numbers.
Yeah, so just to put it in numbers, it's based on the area median income for Nassau and Suffolk County for Long Island. And I think the income is around the median income is around $160,000 is the annual median income for Long Island. So it's based off of that income. So 30% of your your income needs to go towards rent, and that's how the calculation is, the rents are calculated.
Okay, John,
Okay.
any other questions? I need a motion to accept the application.
So move.
Second,
Second.
I gotta go around the room on this one. Mr. Pally,
Yes.
Mr. Rose,
Yes.
Callahan,
Yes.
I seek, council's advice. I am a member of the board of directors of,
You recuse on this.
thank you.
I'm a
I
member of the
recuse,
advisory
Mr. Chair.
council, it's not a decision making, so I will vote in favor, so the resolution passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
See you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow.
That too.
We have a board meeting.
Very good.
In addition to the 100% affordable, I would point out that the project is located at an absolutely key location in Upper Port between the train station and Tara's.
And you can walk to Towers, or you can walk to the train, or you can walk to the train station.
You can walk to the hospital.
You could do that
You
too.
can walk to the
Yeah.
hospital.
Plural.
Yeah.
Plural hospital.
Yeah.
One easier than
Right.
the other.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, yes.
So the next item on the agenda is JCAD Realty. It's a subtenant application for their project at 664 Blue Point Road, which is Blue Point Realty LLC. We got an addition to their application kind of late yesterday that was emailed out and is on the iPads, which basically just increased the amount of space that they were renting. And this is a motion to accept the subtenant application, and then we also have a resolution. And we're going to be approving 2 subleases and the resolution which allows for a change in their ownership. Howard, did you have anything that you wanted to add? You're muted, but I saw you
Muted.
shake your head no, so I think that was enough.
Sorry about that.
Let's do them separately. First, the application for the subtenant.
So move.
Second,
Second,
all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And the second one is a slight change in ownership.
If
So moved.
Fred, may I interrupt? I think, the resolution about the subleasing should include the second layer subleasing, that's taking place. So there's 2 subleases that are occurring. One is from JCAD, the owner, to a new entity, and then that new entity is subleasing it to Key Civil, who is a current tenant, and taking some additional space. So it's actually, the resolution should accommodate both subleases.
We have to revote.
No,
Based on that?
you
Just-
just vote on the application, so just
Okay.
vote on this thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, vote again. You didn't vote on the resolution yet. You started to, but Howard.
we got a motion and
We
a
should have
second.
second
I
on the table.
I said, yeah.
All those in favor of the ownership change?
Aye.
Thank you.
There
Okay.
you go.
The next resolution is for BioCogen LLC, it's Mardos Properties LLC.
Got me a little worried, that's all.
We had a public hearing yesterday. There were no comments. And the resolution is for the final authorizing. It is a final authorizing resolution.
Motion,
So move.
second,
Second.
any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
All right,
Opposed, carries.
Okay, Sunrise Wind, which I said I would take out of order and I totally forgot, sorry. I just looked up, I'm like, yep, that's the next one. Okay, sorry. We had this is a final authorizing resolution for an increase in the sales tax exemption. We had a public hearing yesterday. There were no comments. And we need a motion. We do have representatives if anybody has any questions about it.
so move.
Second,
Second.
I'll ask again, any questions? All those in favor?
All right,
Aye.
Opposed, thank you.
The next item on the agenda is the Preserve at East Mauritius. Thank you. we received a letter, it's in your packets for
No, she fixed it.
got it? Okay.
She fixed it.
Because I'm not using it.
I hit the wrong button, which I normally do. There's only one button, I hit the wrong button.
So it's the preserve East Mauritius. Peter, James, will you bring Peter in?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Peter, you're muted right now, but if you would like to. Or if Peter's even at his books.
No problem.
You have it.
Did we mute him or he muted himself?
Himself, I wonder if he's like not at his desk,
Oh,
because that would be how it would work, get him for a minute.
Yeah.
oh, no, there he goes.
How about now? Gives you a chance to see my, gives you a chance to see my big Irish head. This is a request for a short-term extension in order to close the transaction. The client has received a term sheet from Fairbridge Asset Management for a construction loan in the amount of $25,650,000. We are looking to close this on an aggressive schedule by the middle of May. I've asked Barry to get documents prepared and out. He'll do that as soon as possible and turn it around. But this is ready to close. Fairmont has picked its counsel from Long Island. I've already been in touch with them about providing IDA information, and we're ready to go. So we just need a short-term extension.
Peter, is it Fairmont or Fairbridge? Sorry.
They're
You
all,
said
they're all the same. Fairbridge, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Fairbridge Asset Management.
Peter, that's the broker or that's the lender?
No, that's the lender. This is private equity coming in. Jim had been speaking to Valley, and Valley has decided to lend on another one of his projects. And Fairbridge is lending on this. It's a full 10-page term sheet, all ready to go. And his bank counsel is already working together with the attorney for the lender.
How many years on the construction loan, Peter?
Let me take a look. It is 24 months. So 2 years.
Yeah, help me out, because I saw another one from the same broker that Jimmy used, which was also a 24-month. Seems to me it takes 18 to 24 months just to build the thing. And then to rent up, you gotta have at least another 6 to 12 months. Why are they signing construction loans for only 24 months?
Jim usually terms things out before he's finished with the construction loan. So on the last one, he started his, what I'll call mini perm financing, which took care of the rest of the construction loan and had I thought it was a 3-year permanent. I'm trying to remember, but that's how he does it. So, and you know, given the uncertainty in the banking world these days, I think you sometimes in your best interest to sit there with a 2-year loan and think things will get better.
Take it while you can get it.
Yeah. On the one hand, and on the other hand, the banks will get back in this business at some point in time.
All right, we need a motion to extend their application.
Lisa, could I recuse myself from this application?
I think you need to, yeah.
Is there a motion on?
So move.
Is there a second? I will second it. On the vote, Mr. Callahan,
No.
Valley,
Yes.
Mr. Rose recuses, Ms. Scheit,
Yes.
Mr. Braun, yes.
Yeah.
So we have 3 votes. We need a 4th. And unfortunately, Peter, neither Mr. Trotter or Mr. Grucci are on the Zoom. So we're gonna have to postpone this until next month.
Understood. Okay, he was hoping to close and thus obviate the need for the extension. But I guess we'll just have to wait until next month. Yeah. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Peter.
All right, bye.
So, put it on for next month?
Yeah, just
When would the 90 days turn?
April 14th. I'm sorry, so April 14th is when their application,
Would have been nice, would have
Would have
been,
been,
that's when it expired. That was the end of it. So
Mhm.
I got a letter prior to that, or maybe on that day. And brought it to you at this is our next meeting.
So July 14th would be,
Yeah,
if approved. It would be
Mhm.
July.
exactly. Hold on, I'm just writing. I got it. Okay. Okay, the next item on the agenda is a request for sponsorship of the Montauk LIBDC Montauk Conference, which is scheduled for October 15th through the 17th. In years past, we have sponsored at the $5,000 rate, which I can't remember what that's called. But
Yeah, I'll put the resolution on the table. Is there a second?
second,
Any questions? All those in favor?
I,
aye.
Opposed?
I recuse myself.
Yes, you can.
Thank you very much.
I didn't hear John. Huh?
Aye.
Oh, be quiet there, John.
did everybody, everybody
middleman.
agree with that one? All right. Did everybody get a chance to look at what we sent out for the updates to the logo? What do you guys think? Ames, can you put it on the screen?
that's a
Yes, give her a second.
Refresh our recollection.
Hold on, I don't wanna lose this.
If you share your screen,
I know, but then I gotta pull out, I never saved it on my,
It's on the,
you know what I'm talking about?
wait, hold on. What
I
if
looked at everything
I
and stuff.
email it to you?
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm afraid to step away from the
Wait a
Zoom
minute,
to open my.
down there.
Okay, yeah, it's, all right, guys, it's on.
I'm
don't worry.
sorry.
yeah, it's on.
Okay.
I would have prepared better.
Oh, the guy's name, I'm sorry, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's 5B, so scroll down a little ways, and it's
There we
in,
go.
in the packets,
I see
because,
it.
it starts at the end, we must have been flipping through it when we, set it up. So the first page is our full logo compared to the one that we chose for them to bring forward. And at the last meeting, we said we thought that the I and the D kind of just looked like a D.
Correct, yeah.
So, then they came back with group 1.
Richard.
I'm sorry, which is the old one, group 2. Hold on, oh, which they added they changed the I, the color of the I, group 3, they highlighted the edge of all the letters. And actually, Barry's got a good point, there's group 4, but if you scroll all the way to the last page of it, or the second to last page of it, you see all of them on one page, which is probably the
Yeah.
easiest thing
Right.
to do.
right.
Barry, that was your point, because they glanced up and see
Yeah.
the screen. You got it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Like the first one.
The consensus seems to be,
well, the first one is what we had last time.
But they changed, the blue wasn't the town of Brookhaven, you know,
The dot and the I.
no, it's the town, the size, the map, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it out, the
Yeah,
blob
the
that we
blob.
kept saying, what is that? Many people are not gonna know what that's
Oh,
about.
yeah.
that's gone.
That's correct.
So then there's, I guess, like 1, 2, 3, or 4.
3 seems to be the consensus from people I've talked to. With the outline, the highlight around the letters.
Okay, and then the D being with the different color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it without the outline, but I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it.
Exactly. Anything looks better than what we have.
Yeah.
Well, it's old, right? I'm not, whenever it was put together, I mean, when you come up with new logos, it's not every 2 years. Usually you do your logos every
10 years?
10, 15, or whatever it may be, but I think it's nice.
That's the same one I think we had the first time I was up.
Oh, was it? Okay. You got no thought?
I just remember the
Just
first,
saying.
Number 3.
the current.
Number 3 is fine.
Three is
You can
fine.
take it.
That's a consensus. Number 3 is fine.
So it's behind door number 3.
Door number 3.
Okay,
There we go.
terrific.
Are we done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, number 3, yeah.
And ours.
Good. I gotta order
our
pens.
Passion or whatever.
Business cards. You gotta give me business cards.
Business card, fuchsia. Okay, okay, cool, thank you, that's exciting. We,
Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah. There you go.
A new identity.
should we like announce it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan, I know
I'm
you-
sorry.
Alan, I know you can hear us.
Where is he?
He's in there, but we'll have. him
Alex, we
together.
need, Alan, I'm sorry. I'm looking at wax. We need an announcement.
Yeah, he'll put something together. The
And
next
and
item-
a splash at Montauk with giving away stuff with
Yeah,
the new
definitely.
logo.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, well.
Or we give away all the old stuff.
Out with the old, in with the new. And everybody at Montauk gets a little extra stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I put something in the gift bag, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, something, yeah.
It's like what we have. Is this,
Let's get rid,
we have one of our old phone numbered
I
pens.
I just said we're out of
we
pens.
need to get rid of all the stock.
Mhm. Don't use that phone number.
Go to the guys downstairs who are bidding on these foreclosures. They need a pen to write their checks out to the town.
In fact, they can have 5 pens.
Well, they can have as many as they want.
Yeah.
The more money you spend, the more money on the heads you get.
There you go.
Here we go.
The next item on the agenda, I just want to update everybody. We actually got last night, I think maybe Fred read it, sort of. I haven't, honestly have not read it. So I think the last round of the housing study. So I think it's something that's going, I have to read it, see if there's any edits or anything, but then I think we should consider scheduling maybe a governance committee meeting and have Moyne present. And, because it's a lot, first of all.
Yeah, this is not a 20-minute meeting.
No. This
It's
is,
not a 20-minute read.
and it's very important,
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah,
very important.
so that's just sort of a, it's coming your way.
Now, are we gonna, we're gonna wait to distribute it to others until after we approve it?
I think you guys need to, review it. And we need to have a governance committee meeting to kind of talk through what we think we want to do.
Okay,
But then I think we should probably, there's a couple of things. It's gonna change our UTEP, so we're going to have
Right.
to have a public hearing and get potentially a lot of comments
Yeah.
back, but I think we should have a plan of what we think we want to do with it. So, but a governance committee meeting.
I know.
Hey, Nat, shut that door. You can hear you on the Zoom call.
okay.
Yeah, so, yes, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a process, but.
I think she
first
thought
step,
she was hanging up.
We'll just, let me read it, we'll distribute it, and we'll work on getting a governance committee meeting
Okay.
scheduled, and we'll go from there. But that's,
And there's so much there. I think at the end of the day, we probably ought to have a one-page summary that would carry.
Oh, I mean, the draft I read was very well done. I had some comments, as you know, I had a conversation with them about it. We had a very nice conversation. He liked most of what I said, not all, but most. in that regard, but I thought it was very well done. And provides a great explanation as to how these projects are funded and how much important we are to the process of funding them, which I thought was very, very constructive in that regard. So I'll be interested in reading.
But your point's well taken too, and question, once we approve it, and it's final, it's how it gets distributed.
Right, well,
Yeah.
and I just wanna, I just think we should make sure it does what we want it to do. And that's why I think a governance meeting would be helpful. Yes.
And then we need to go into executive session to discuss matters of personnel.
Motion,
So moved.
second?
Second.
Vote in favor. All right, let's.
Session.
Yeah.
Oh.
make a motion to come out of it.
Move to come out of executive
I'll
session.
remember that.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And we need a motion.
And there was no action taken in executive session.
That's also
No.
correct. I need a motion to modify resolution number 2 that was passed at our meeting of January 8th of 2025. Your motion,
Sure.
second?
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, and unless there's anything else to be brought up. Adjourn.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll send you an email. When I get back to my office.
Good.
I have to.
Thank you. Thank you, Howard.
Bye. May
My
14th.
rental house.
Give me that one, that's the soonest,
Two, yeah.
the soonest.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Take that
Lou.
now. Whichever one's the soonest.
Yeah, my mother's house.